Następny przystanek Łódzka Kurak.
My cousin lives, my mother, brother, daughter.
Let's cross to the other side.
You wanna be on it?
I do. I just want to go from this angle because it's nicer with the city, with the old buildings.
Yeah, number one, we could get here or the
Yeah.
That's here.
were you saying, Dad?
Okay, well, you have to show the, if you travel from Łódź, there is a 27 minutes after 2 to Warsaw East, okay, Warszawa Wschodnia, which is actually central Warsaw downtown. So we still
Is there multiple train stations that are in Warsaw? Because if you're saying this is Warsaw East?
Yeah, there is a multiple stations, so we're going to downtown. Basically, is what they call Wschodnia or Central. If you not gonna get out on Wschodnia, you're gonna end up the other side of the Wisła River, which is West Zachodnia.
Gotcha.
Oh, then I see. Okay, we can talk that we are in which.
Well, I don't want to talk. I just need some B-roll. So go stand close to the train. Go stand close to the train. You go stand close to the train.
Close to the train?
And just videotape me.
I can speak and it will take my voice.
Yeah. Did you record me?
Okay, this which fabryczna is the most modern station?
Reason to you. Face you.
Huh?
I said, you want to record yourself speaking? There you
Oh,
go.
I have. Well, it's okay. Okay, this is the most modern station in Europe. As you see, it's very beautiful here. Okay, they don't have to see me. But look at how nice is it. And eventually they're gonna build a tunnel to a tunnel under the Łódź and connected the east to the west. And that will be really good. Okay, my daughter is waiting for the train. Okay, and look at that, beautiful train station. I think the Western country don't have a station like this.
So Poland's considered Central Europe, though.
Yeah.
Prefer to say Central Europe over Eastern Europe. It smells clean. Smells just like disinfectant, which is kind of good.
This is the big numbers. We have 27, 21.
21?
Yeah, 21.
21. 27. What are the numbers?
21, 27.
Oh, maybe they're starting
27.
here and here.
No, so let's see.
You get your own row. So currently on the train, going from Łódź to Warsaw. It's pretty nice.
Następna stacja. Łódź, Widzew. Next station. Łódź, Widzew.
Some snacks here or
Closer to the when you get closer to
just over there?
Yeah, yeah. They had to rebuild this one here?
Yeah, it's rebuilt.
Oh.
When I was here-
terrorist attack or what?
Huh?
Was it a terrorist attack?
Well, somebody probably got met on the government.
Terrorist attack.
Never caught,
Oh, wow.
but a lot of people died too.
Oh, sad. No place for terrorism.
This street is called a New World, Nowy Świat. See, Nowy Świat, New World. This part was completely destroyed. All this was destroyed during the war. It was rebuilt.
sit here, Dad. I want to sit here.
No, it's okay.
No, I want to sit here.
Huh?
I wanna sit.
Następny przystanek. The next stop is Uniwersytet.
Copernicus. Coperniki?
Yeah, Copernicus. That castle because you're close to the castle. See, here is the 175 going to the airport. But you can take both 128 or 175 to the central station.
We're just arriving into Warsaw and then took the bus. We're heading over to our Airbnb. Let's go check this out. But the ride over just on the bus, I mean, I felt like I woke up and was alive, just looking at how beautiful and grand Warsaw is. What's that, Dad? It's a church?
Yeah, you see the cross over there? And this is statue of the Mickiewicz.
Who's Mickiewicz?
Mickiewicz, he was a poet. I think the best poet in Poland. And he wrote a very famous poem, Pan Tadeusz. And even you drink the soplica, Pan Tadeusz soplica. You drink the vodka yesterday, okay?
Let me get a little bit closer.
We're gonna be 3 days first, so
Okay.
this area.
All right, we're gonna head first to the Airbnb. We'll do more sightseeing after we drop off our luggage. Light packing.
I saw that the B&B is close to the castle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, look at the little doggy! He's so tiny. Aww. He must be freezing because I'm pretty cold. This looks nice to be going to later. So I do believe indoor dining is closed for Warsaw, but as you can see, we still have life going on the outside. That's good. I'm glad they have a heat lamp because it's definitely going to be quite cold. It is about 4 o'clock. Sunset's around 5:30, so heading into magic hour as we are arriving into Warsaw. Our Airbnb host did say that the museums are open, so that's also good. So there's still a lot of things to be experiencing for the beauty of Warsaw, even with the indoor restaurants being closed. Since it is my birthday weekend, my friend sent me cash to go do afternoon tea over at Hotel Bristol. I called them up and they said they are only doing takeaway, but she said it's still fantastic to do takeaway, so I will be doing takeaway for afternoon tea in the Hotel Bristol later on. Yeah, that's good. You still have like life going on during pandemic times. There's a little Pomeranian. You see a little Pomeranian right over there. So actually Actually, Pomeranians are Polish dogs for any of you Pomeranian doggo fans. Pomerania is in the north of Poland, right?
Pomerania?
Pomerania?
Yeah, it's close to the Baltic Sea.
Close to the Baltic Sea, so Pomeranians are Polish dogs. We can see the castle approaching. And this is Old Town. It was destroyed completely during the war and then rebuilt.
It's a Piwna, right?
Piwna.
I don't know, it's right here because the castle is here, so it's something there.
Gotcha. This is the Airbnb.
Czesna pola, ciepła woda, spływa ci do stóp i wtedy wiem. Nic nie mówię i bezgłośnie zbliżam się do ust, całuję ciebie.
This one is the King Castle.
Oh, this is the King Castle?
Nie potrzeba słów,
Trzeci Władza, secondary Władza.
tylko brać.
He moved the capital from Krakow to Poland, and that was his castle. They destroyed, the Germans destroyed his castle completely to the ground. They rebuilt it. This is his statue. He was a Swedish king, which he got become Polish king.
Because we ran out of Polish royalty, ran out basically, right?
Well, he was kind of still trying to get the kingdom from Sweden, and he wants to be closer, but he didn't succeed to take the throne in Sweden.
So are you saying that he failed in Sweden, so that's why he came to Poland?
Well, he was first king of Poland, yes.
Oh, he was first king of, gotcha. So he was first the king of Poland,
Yeah.
and then
He tried to get over the Sweden, but he didn't succeed.
Gotcha. Oh, we have the remnants of the city gate, right? Or the
This is the wall
castle.
of the
Castle gate.
protection. So part of that they left it just for the history reason. You know where is that?
Yeah. 1 sec, let me pull up the map. We are close by. Here's the map.
3 minutes away?
Walking, yeah. So we're very close to the castle.
Here. So you have to look. Where is the castle? Next Aragon Castle.
Cold. I need some hand warmers. I don't have gloves.
Okay, Barbakan is right here. Okay. I don't see the castle. Oh, here, okay.
Oh, there's a bear.
I think someplace here, because you got the castle right here.
Oh, let me check this out.
Here is the castle, and it's right here someplace.
It looks like we have to go down this street over here, Dad.
one of these buildings. Oh, here is Pivna.
Pivna.
You know what means Pivna?
I know what pivo means, beer.
Right.
What's pivna mean?
Pivna is the name of the, how you say, you would say beer street.
Beer Street. Oh, that's cool. We're staying over at Beer Street.
What's the number? 3?
Yes.
That might be 3.
We have it's 2 minutes. 2-minute walk this way. I feel like we've been here. Yeah.
Huh? No, but you said number 3, right?
No.
What? What number is this? Oh, 51, 53.
Yeah.
That's closer to the church.
I remember walking down this way when we were here in 2018. World of Amber. So Baltic Amber is actually very popular here. Vino. Oh, this must be a hot wine, like mulled wine. Definitely had to have some of that later on. I'm so excited to be here in Warsaw. Seriously, Polish cities are stunning. If you have not yet traveled to Poland, please do so. Granted, at this moment, if you're not a Polish national, you can't really get in. But hopefully you're either the child of a Polish national or the spouse of one, and then you can get in. So down Beer Street, we seem to have a lot of amber stores. The shops are open, at least. It looks at night, maybe at night, this will be lit up. Can't wait to walk around at night. Strings of lights. Restaurants with to-go menus. We're here. Hold this, Dad. It's on.
Oh, it's on? Turn it off?
That's okay, just keep it on. Just hold it.
Oh.
Oh, my hand's cold.
Yeah, this is the place where we're gonna stay for 3 days from B&B. And look at this building around. It's nice, huh? Especially the green building. I like green, so it is nice and beautiful. It's like you would be in the 18th century. You want me to turn it off?
Beside the entrance.
Oh, there is the light box.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. Oh, wait.
It's closer. Anyway,
Alright. Here you go.
now we have to.
Open the door to the building and the lockbox beside the entrance of the building. Entrance from the square, not from the street. Oh, the entrance from the square and not from the street.
From the square.
Oh, enter the backyard.
The back. You want to turn it off or?
Oh, here. Right here. Here.
Huh?
There's a yard over here, I think. Or not. Nice. Little studio apartment. It's nice and bright, Dad. It's nice and bright. All right. Welcome to our Airbnb for the next couple of days. We have a nice studio apartment located so close to the main square and the castle right here in Old Town. I love how it's nice and bright, super cute.
It's nice.
All right.
Like it looks like still 18th century.
This is the bathroom. Cool. So we got this Airbnb for $30 a night plus the fees and taxes for it. So it came out to be like $135 with everything, with all the fees, taxes, and the host fee for 3 nights. Not bad. So I do have a preference for staying at Airbnbs. One, because I am an Airbnb host myself.
We have a kitchen here.
And I like being able to support directly to other Airbnb hosts.
Even the washer. Look at, we got the washer here. What else? Refrigerator. Okay. The freezer.
So my main motive of housing accommodations when I do travel is actually through Airbnb. When I'm traveling with my family and my dad, usually I rent a whole place, a studio or apartment or house as necessary. When I'm traveling by myself, I usually like to pick a place, like a private room in a person's place, and I actually profile to see the reviews on the person, because when I'm traveling by myself, I like to have like a local friend. And so I look for hosts that are, around my age, who like to go out and who are social. So that's the nice part about also with Airbnb, that you can also, by selecting who your hosts are, you can have almost like instant friends when you get to cities. What do you got, Dad?
Well, there is a coffee, but it's not grind.
Oh no.
It's a bean.
The beans? Maybe there's a grinder then.
Oh,
I'll ask.
Yeah.
Usually if there's beans like that, there's going to be a grinder around here.
Oh, I don't know about that. What do you think?
Oh, dishwasher.
Coffee.
Oh, here it is. There's the ground coffee.
That's good enough. So we have to get the milk, because without milk I cannot
Yeah, Okay, so usually our routine after we first get to our place, the next thing we do is grocery shop. My dad and I don't go out to eat at every single meal. I feel always very like full with that, but it's nice to eat out maybe like once a day. But for the most part, I always start off a trip with first checking into my Airbnb, then going grocery shopping at the closest store nearby to get whatever I need for the apartment. I like it. Pewna. All right.
So the castle is over there.
Let's walk around. Hey. Oh, look, there's a 24-hour express. There's a car express. It's a Carrefour, right?
Express.
So that means it has food and stuff, or you know, milk and everything. Carrefour, right?
Let's look at it.
Well, that's convenient. Oh, okay.
So, yeah, okay.
It's a Carrefour, yeah. It's 24 hours. These will have like milk and like little stuff. Yeah, sure. Let me get my mask. Let me just find that mask. Eventually. Oh, here we go. There's the mask.
You open pan jest otwarty 24 godziny?
I'm sorry, Dad. Let me get out of everyone's way. But we can get drinks and everything.
Okay, you got the net here too?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so you know, we can come back.
Okay. Let's go find a SIM card so I can live stream.
Where do you want to go to the castle?
Yeah, let's just walk around.
This is a square.
The square.
Yeah, that is.
Oh, how convenient. So our Airbnb is right here, and the square is right over here. That's hot wine, right?
It's a gospoda. You know what means gospoda?
What's a gospoda?
Gospoda, before, long time ago, they call it a karczma or gospoda, where you can stop and eat, take care of, you know, on a journey. You could sleep. Karczma actually was
Kosmoda? That's a
gospoda.
Gospoda.
Gospoda means let's say on a village.
Yeah.
They call the lady and from the village.
Oh, it's almost like an inn.
Gospodarz or gospodyni. Female was gospodyni.
Yeah.
So you stop over there.
So here's the main square, right? This is the main center square.
This is the hotel. You remember you've been here? And
Oh yeah, many times.
Serenka.
This is the mermaid, right?
Mermaid, yeah. Serenka.
Mermaid stuff. Serenka, the story of Serenka.
Serenka is the mermaid. Half fish, half woman.
Oh look. And we're back online. This is nice. So that they like cooking outside. So they have the outdoor cooking?
Yeah, looks like. I don't know what they cooking, but. Oh, shrimp.
Oh, this is lovely though. Woo! I love seeing life outside. Whoa, there's a giant polar bear over here. Oh, and he's moving. Let's go check him out. there's a giant polar bear next to the mermaid statue. All right, Dad, let's go stand by the statue and you tell me a little bit about the story of the Mermaid of Warsaw.
Okay, basically, you know, is a...
We'll stand by the statue.
Okay. I believe you can walk over there.
Oh, is there usually water that comes through here?
Yeah, the water you see is rain.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But the story about Mermaid is that the access, you know, usually from the south, like Venice, people have been coming to by the amber, we call it bustling, and usually at the Baltic Sea. So they had to cross the Vistula River here because it was not so deep, okay? And that's why the Warsaw started coming. And then there was a Vars and Sava, that's why it came up Warszawa, okay? So Warszawa, okay? Warsaw. And somebody saw the mermaid at the river, and that's the story that she's now the protection of the Warsaw.
city.
Yeah, of the city. And it's a symbol of Warsaw now. Became a symbol of Warsaw.
All right, which way should we walk, Dad?
You want to go to castle?
Yeah, let's walk over to the castle.
That way. Castle is over there.
So we're catching the last bit of daylight right now. Tomorrow is going to be our main day for going around and more sightseeing. But, you know, first impressions of first getting into the city, super excited. It's been 2 years since I've been here, 2.5 years actually. And it's nice to see that there's like life outside, you know, pandemic-y times, but you still have like beautiful displays of the restaurants cooking outside that we just saw over there. And I mean, you just feel alive when you see this architecture.
Ja bym się zapytał, ile żeby wejść w jego strój.
The amber shops.
There is a lot of amber in Poland.
The Baltic
still digging.
amber. They're still digging? Is that what you said?
They're digging, yeah.
How is amber formed, Dad?
Well, it takes thousands of years. It comes from, I don't know, from the tree. You know,
The
that,
sap, right?
Huh?
The sap?
Dripping that yellow stuff from the tree.
Mm-hmm.
And then with the years turns hard and like a stone. That's why it is originally like a jelly.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they getting in the jelly gets a mosquito or fly or something like that. And that's make more value when they find the amber with the inside
Mosquito?
Mosquito or fly or something.
That's some
else.
Jurassic Park stuff for you there. Isn't it that they, in Jurassic Park, that they had the mosquito, the story of it, they had the mosquito and that they took out the Tyrannosaurus DNA from that?
Look at these ambers. You see how big it is, some of the stone.
There's a Chopin concert. Dad, ask about the Chopin concert.
Chopin concert?
Yeah.
It might be, it's all the time. Usually in the, they call it the Park Łazienki, which it was built for Sobieski, which was he beat the Turkish at the Vienna. He came back, married his wife Marszenka, and he built the palace in the Łazienki Park.
Now Sobieski, isn't that an alcohol also? Isn't there a Sobieski?
Yeah, they named the alcohol. It's something like
Vodka? Sobieski vodka?
They named the Soplica after the famous book, poem.
Hi, puppy. Oh, you did ask that store that we went to the car for that said 24 hours. It's still 24 hours right now.
Yeah, I asked him.
Okay.
He's open 24 hours.
That's good because like some of the 24-hour stores in pandemic time they've been closing still at like 10 o'clock. But that's good. I mean, I don't even think CVS is open till past 10 o'clock in New York.
See another gospoda right here, Polish cousin.
Let's check out these prices. The food looks great. Okay, so the exchange rate is about 4 zloty to $1. So here you have $7 for a steamed spinach dumpling. That sounds great. Polish cuisine, gospoda. Takeaway. We have to do some hot wine later, Dad.
If you're hungry, we can get that schnitzel. It's really good. I don't know how good it is, but potato schnitzel.
Sounds good. Let's do some walking around, and then we can because it's all for takeaway. I know you can't sit inside.
Are you gonna?
You can't. Yeah, you can't sit inside, so you have to for takeaway. Ask. I'm pretty sure, but just ask. Takeaway?
Takeaway.
I want some of the hot wine though.
You want to drink now?
Why not? It's warm wine, right? It's a mulled wine.
Yeah.
Mulled wine? Yeah.
You can buy the bottle and
No, well, I'm going to stick the bottle in the microwave? No, the concept of mulled wine.
They have a pot, so that then we can warm up. I don't know if they left the matches. I'm sure they left the matches.
Yeah. I don't want to warm up the wine myself. I want the mulled wine here so that I can walk around with it.
No, but this small cup, you pay the price what you can buy there. It's up to you, but.
So right now we're debating about over $3 for a mulled wine. I think I'm going to go for it, Dad. Here, hold this. Oh, so how do I say... It's on. So how do I say
Proszę wino.
Proszę vino. Let me put on my mask before I approach
Just say
anybody.
it.
Alright.
Wino, proszę wino.
So Dad, how do you say this girl's name? How do you say that?
Żana means work.
Jana.
Oh.
What?
No, jeden. No.
Okay. Yeah.
Can leave me a little bit on the bottom only to taste it. It was served at $4, $3.
$3 for mulled
That's
wine.
a lot of money.
That's true. In Polish standards, that is actually a lot of money. You can have a full meal for 12 zloty, but when it's cold outside and you have no gloves on, it's just fantastic to be holding that hot, warm cup of vino.
That's
All
right.
Dad. It's part of the experience. Being a tourist is, in a sense, like overspending. Now, $3 for mulled wine is not a lot in Western standards, and honestly, if you go to, I've had mulled wine when I was just walking down the Champs-Elysees in Paris, and I think it cost me almost like $7 there for probably about the comparable size, which I don't know if that's a lot or whatnot, but this is like half the price, and then you're still having a nice stroll around a very picturesque, beautiful city. So no complaints to me.
I still believe that Warsaw is nicer than... I still believe that Warsaw is nicer
I'm gonna
than
let you
Paris.
hold
Huh?
I'll let you hold this. You walk and talk. I
Okay.
just don't want to trip with my mulled wine. I want to enjoy
Okay.
it a little bit. Hold it out, Dad. Hold it.
Like this?
Yeah, we're filming.
Oh, okay. Well, what I'm saying that I believe that Warsaw is much nicer than Paris, and it's my twice or three times less expensive than Paris. So if you're planning to go to Paris, you better come to Poland, capital of Warsaw. See how beautiful the palace is. You can look at it around. You know, you can see the beauty.
You can see it here. There you go.
I have to go to.
All right, I'll hold this.
Well, then I don't see what we're doing.
Just make sure we stay in frame. You're good. Just hold it out so you make sure that we stay in frame when we're walking.
Okay.
Walking and talking. So I'm using the GoPro 8 right now. So what's nice is it connects to my app on my smartphone, iPhone. So I'm able to see the preview on this side. Teaching my dad how to be a good cameraman so he can be a good sidekick when we're off doing our father-daughter travel adventures. So Jack Whitehall, move aside. This is the true travels with my father.
And it seems like there's gonna be a concert, Chopin concert. You guys know what the Chopin is, you know? Who is he? The biggest pianist in the world, okay? It's just like, you know, you learn on your own the history of Chopin. This is the Chopin here. Hello.
I wonder if it's a outdoor or indoor concert. It's probably it's probably an indoor or outdoor concert that's going on. But that's nice that that's still going on. The museums are open, so I'm excited about that. Maybe tomorrow we can see a museum as well. So this is the
castle of the Swedish king Zygmunt III Vasa.
Let's go this way.
What is there? Pizza Hut?
not the Pizza Hut.
Oh,
Look.
somebody sit? He might fall down.
Look, he's got a mask on too.
Let's save that guy. Look at, he's out of the window.
Over
there.
Castle Inn.
Yeah. Can you see?
Yeah.
We worry that he... Oh boy, he looks like strangely... I think he's very suicidal. You know?
Right on top of the Castle Inn. I wonder if this is like... I gotta do some research as to what the Castle Inn is. But it looks cool. Looks cool.
But if you wanna have a little bit American taste in Warsaw, there is a Pizza Hut, there is a McDonald's. You know? Well, I ate too much McDonald's and Pizza Hut in America, so I'm not interested in Warsaw.
We'll head over this way.
It is cold today, yeah. During daytime was not that bad, but my ears got a little bit cold, almost freezing. You know, so I'm gonna put a little bit extra protection yet on my head.
Yeah, me too, actually.
That's better. From outside, the castle maybe not look so great, but it's still nice. It's an icon for the for Polish people. Well,
Oh, you walked away too far, so I lost the connection on the phone.
oh, okay.
So I just restarted the preview.
Yeah. I don't know. You can go look inside. This looks like a...
If this is going to be a museum, we'll probably do this tomorrow so that we can walk around.
Yeah, you just walk in. Zapraszamy w dniach od 5-7 marca. What day today?
Today's the 6th.
Huh?
There you go. There you go. And we're back on.
Okay, for 3 days is free. 5, 6, and 7. So tomorrow is also free. It's
I
down
think
with the element.
it opens at 11, so we'll come back tomorrow so we can do
Okay,
the
so
inside
we
of
see
it.
already what it looks like inside the yard. Okay, so we're planning to come back tomorrow. We have another bear here. It's a grizzly bear, so we have to watch out. So it might be danger. But looks like it's friendly bear because people making picture with it. We should bring gloves.
Oh, that's why you hold hot wine. So the drawbacks with the GoPro is the thing is once it's not daylight, its nighttime quality is not very good. So other than that, I love with the 8, it has a very good stabilization. It's almost like no gimbals needed unless you want to have that cinematic effect, but its stabilization is very good. Oh, let's check out this view.
There is a stadium over there, and I have to tell you the story about this place, okay? When I used to live here 52 years ago, I was coming from those stairs, and
What stairs?
over there,
Point the camera.
over there, the other side of the street, and it looks probably the same thing as it was before. And you see the street cars over there? You call that trolley, right?
Yeah.
We can go closer so I will tell you the story. Here. So I crossed the street, I came down through those stairs, okay? And I rushed to catch up the trolley, and the car over there, what you see on the other side, like they coming, it was very fast. And he hit me, I went over the car on the other side, yeah. But the guy, he was kind of nice. He took me to hospital, but I was okay. So the thing it was that he asked me if he have to pay for it, for hitting me with the car. And I said okay, because 3 days later I left for Yugoslavia and never come back to Poland. I've been never after. First time I came back to Poland after 18 years. But as you see, Warsaw has a lot of churches too. It was very, but the thing is, this castle was completely destroyed to the ground during the Second World War. The German wants Polish people to forget that about our history, about our culture, but look at culture is bigger now than ever. We remember the history.
That's because Poland is based AF.
No, I love Warsaw. I live only 2 years in Warsaw here, but I live on the other side of the Wisła River. And mostly a weekend we've been coming here and just killing the time, looking at the buildings, which are beautiful. It is restored to the original way as it was before the war.
Did the Germans help to rebuild the city after the war?
No, not yet. We're still waiting. For the reparation money, but I think the Germans are still hiding. What else? They try to blame us for the war.
What do you mean?
Well, they say that we start the war. That the Polish people start the war. It's just propaganda to kill the Polish spirit. But nobody believe it because the whole world knows that the German attacked Poland together with the Soviets.
You know, the interesting thing is I was getting into an online Facebook debate with somebody yesterday who when I told her to educate herself, she's like, I have a PhD and I've taken Eastern European classes. And I'm like, I'm in Poland right now. And she was trying to say to me the same thing that my dad was saying, like that Poland had started the war. But actually, if you go to, I have a lot of German friends. And so when I was visiting one of my best friends who lives in Frankfurt, he was showing me the memorials that they have there, reminding the German people that they were the ones who had started the war. And so when I got into this like online debate with this PhD person, she's trying to tell me about how it was Poland's fault and how Germany did not destroy Poland. And I just started, I was about to send her like photos of how Warsaw was flattened and demolished and completely destroyed by German bombs during the war. But she actually tried telling me like, no, Poland was not destroyed by Germans during the war. I'm like, that's the leftist propaganda that's going on today. I'm like, oh, wait, you're gonna deny the Holocaust? I mean, what are they teaching people in school these days? She's clearly older than me, but still.
Yeah, look at it when it's freezing here, you see a lot of people just coming here to kill the time, you know. They're just walking around, you know, and they enjoy the time.
This is a very walkable city. I mean, Old Town is beautiful with the colored buildings and churches and the castle. So it's fantastic just to kill time walking around. But yes, Warsaw is definitely stunningly beautiful. I want to go tomorrow to that park that we went to last time.
Chopin?
Yeah,
Chopin?
we have to also...
That's Sobieski's.
Sobieski. We have to go to that park tomorrow. We'll go to this museum tomorrow as well. We'll see how much we can pack into a day. It's on Monday, International Women's Day. I did see an event online. There's going to be a gathering around Town Hall. So usually they have... Oh, Taras. Is it Taras?
Taras means...
Terrace.
Not Taras Burger. Taras is like a balcony.
Viewing terrace, yeah. So...
it's like a...
Let's go check this out. But quickly, so the event that I saw is going to be in Town Hall. There's gonna be a gathering. It's not the typical like concert that they have, and then they're gonna be giving the women seeds to be planting, you know, on the earth to make a garden, to make it like eco-friendly. Usually they give flowers, but a little bit of change of events. It's not gonna be as big, of course. At least they're doing something because of the pandemic. Oh, it smells great. What is this? We got kielbasa. The kielbasa smells good. Look at these pastries. Do you want anything, Dad?
Huh?
Do you want anything?
No, I'm just looking for the prices because that kapusta tastes good.
Oh yeah, Dad loves kapusta.
I mean, you know, I would like to have that bigos.
Get a bigos.
Tylko bigos z kiełbasą. A?
Bigosy są z kiełbasą, tak.
To jest tam kiełbasa. No, spróbuję jak tak wygląda.
Nie, 8 za 8
Tutaj można użyć, czy nie można?
Tutaj ma pan soli z boku.
That one is, what is this one? This is bigos? This one here?
Bigos z kapusta. A ile ta kiełbasa kosztuje?
12 zł.
Ile?
Też 12.
12. A dalej.
2 zł może ma pan?
A gdzieś tam jest.
Poproszę. Dziękuję.
Smells good. All right, let's give this a try.
Can sit here, Tara. So place.
Well, let's go over here to the viewing terrace. Maybe there's another chair.
Table there. Or?
Oh, I'm looking. I'm looking. This area might be closed. I'm not sure. Looks a little bit closed. Oh, why not? Let's just stand here.
Go ahead.
Let me just prop this up for us, actually.
You want a bread too?
Yeah. Oh no, I'm just propping up the GoPro. So Dad, explain to me, what are you eating right now?
Actually, it is because it's a kapusta with a Polish sausage. Let's see if it's really good or not.
Scoot back a little bit so that way we can see.
Yeah, I like it. They
Enjoying over there.
usually put also the mushrooms, but I don't see a mushroom here.
The
So
kapusta
it's
almost looks like a cabbage pad thai.
it's warm, so at least I get a little bit warmer.
Because it is quite cold. Quite cold outside, so check this out. Dobrze. Bardzo dobrze. Right?
Dobra kapusta.
Dobra kapusta.
Well, usually in a village, the people make like this.
Get a nice big chunk of kielbasa in there.
And after eating the kapusta like this, you get a lot of gas.
I feel like having pierogies later. From one of those Gastapa? What is it?
I'm not sure anymore if they're making the homemade pierogi.
Well, nothing's gonna beat Anna's pierogi, so. The rest is for you, Dad. Here's your bread.
It's warming up a little bit my body because it's really cold night. But like for February, we're still having nice weather.
Yeah, actually, today's weather was amazing. Oh, look how nice. It says 1643? Yeah, 1643. We're hiding out in this little closed corner over here. Ooh. Doing good, Dad? On so I can go inside this little shop over here. What do I do with that thing? Brahma shop. Oh, the trash can's right there. Amber. Oh, these are cute. Traditional fair of art and handcraft souvenirs. Kapusta warm you up a little bit, Dad?
Yeah, it's still good one.
Which way? Which way should we go now?
This is the new street, which is very famous. But you know, the streets are the same.
But he says all the statements. They're all gorgeous. But I think we are going to go, let's grab some food and go back in if it's going to be cold. Let's walk around a little bit this way, that way. So that was a little bit of an appetizer that we had with the kapusta, but I think I'm ready to get some like more hearty food. Over at the, what was the name of those type of small restaurants?
Which one?
The one with the takeaway food. It's got starts with a G. Gasapo or
Gospoda?
Gospoda, not Gestapo. Gospoda.
Where are we going now?
I'm just walking.
Well, here is less that way. More is the other way.
Oh, okay, let's go to.
New World.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go that way then. Let's go find some food. Oh, you're supposed to be the tour guide. You lived here before.
Street.
Gotcha.
That guy who wants to go with you to for the women's manifestation, who is he?
From Facebook. He runs a podcast. So we're gonna interview.
From Facebook?
Yeah, he lives here. He has a podcast. Trump supporter.
Okay.
So join us for the Women's March activities, and then also interview in the studio. Trump flag in hand. See, Trump supporters all over the world. I mean, Trump supporters are not going to be hard to come by in Poland because Poland loves Trump.
Polish people love Trump. There is only a certain amount which goes to the left.
Like Merkel.
That they try to just oppose anything. Just they basically they love themselves. Okay. So if I can read it, this probably in Latin.
Throughout the city, we'll see, as we saw also even in that viewing terrace, there are little statues of the Madonna and Child all over. Is Poland a very based Catholic country? You see the image of Mother Mary all over.
Actually, tonight I would prefer to buy in that 24-hour store and just eat whatever we can at home.
Okay. You don't want to do takeout to go home, or just grab from the store?
I don't have. It's too late to eat that meat or something like that, but I'm sure we can just find something in that store.
Yeah. I saw a couple of those stores.
If we decide that we can come back later.
Yeah.
It's everything very close here. One thing in Warsaw is everything very close. All the stores, all the restaurants, you can see restaurants all over. Even.
Oh, this is where we got off earlier on the bus, right? This area?
No, not this area.
We get off on the bus earlier here? Because there's a statue.
We turned.
Oh, yeah, we got off over there. Gotcha.
But we drove this
we walked
street,
this street earlier.
No, we drove here, yeah.
Oh.
By bus, we drove it
Yeah, because
here.
I remember that statue.
Yeah, but we turned left.
Oh, okay.
So we passed that Mickiewicz. You remember the statue of Mickiewicz?
Yeah, I remember this statue over here. Zgierz. Hidden behind the trees, but yeah, we were here earlier.
Yeah, he wrote that poem about Tadeusz, Pan Tadeusz, which became like a Bible for Polish people. Everybody was having at home and read, you know.
This guy over here.
Yeah, this guy.
We'll swing back around here. Oh, those are crepes. We'll swing back around here and head back to the, unless you want to keep walking here.
No, it's up to you. For me, I know this place because I've been working for 2 years when I was young guy. So whenever you want to go back,
Yeah, I'm hungry. Let's grab food,
Huh?
go back.
let's go eat and maybe.
Oh, there's the store again.
Huh?
There's that 24-hour store.
Yeah, but I don't want to carry.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's around this time. It seems like they have a milk. I don't mind to drink all the milk at night. Let's see what else they have.
All of these cute little restaurants that are closed. These are
They have
crepes.
naleśniki here.
What's naleśniki, Dad?
It says gofry. Pancakes.
Oh, that's the one you're making all the time, right?
Huh?
That's the one you're making all the time, right? Calimero.
It's better to get up earlier.
Yeah. I want to get up early.
We also we can.
Because when we have daylight.
Yeah, we
Tomorrow's
can
gonna
go
be
to our
tomorrow-
apartment and come back here.
Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be our sightseeing day. I think the mulled wine is a little more expensive
They
over
have
here.
a bigos too. It's more expensive, but doesn't such a It's a bigos. See, you pay $12, 12 zloty over there. It's 60.
Which is $1 more. So then you have the Bigos. Warming drink. What is this on, Dad?
Takeaway napoje rozgrzewające.
That one's tea.
Kawy,
that?
herbaty. It's a warm drinks.
Polski pierogi. No, tips for a better 2021. What is this? So is it like
I think it looks like a borscht. They call zuszkami. Barszcz czerwony, that's a red borscht. You know, that's what I
oh, the red
those
borscht.
red beets.
Yeah, gotcha. overall, my favorite Polish food is definitely pierogies. Smacznego. Mulled wine.
So they make it like a pizza, but it's with the bread.
A pizza with the bread? Oh yeah, I remember we had this before. It's with ketchup on top though.
Yeah.
So I don't like ketchup as a thing. Other than that, I'm sure it's good. Oh, free. What are these cone things, Dad? These cone things.
Something, you know, like the crispy.
I'll try one tomorrow. I think I've had this before.
Whichever you want inside, Nutella, to, you know, plums, apples, migdały, Nutella, Ozorkow.
Sounds good. Sounds for dessert. Later we'll have some. Right now I want some real food though. Gallery. Still a lot of people gathering over here. Is that a fire dance going on, Dad? Look, there's a fire dance. I could do that. I'm not joking, I can actually. With the poi balls. Fire dances are not just in Asia, they're in Poland too.
I think what you've been doing.
Yeah. Well, I can't do exactly that part, but I definitely can't do that. I can do some basics though.
Today we're going to take frog to
Okay. Yeah, in the morning you just run downstairs and get. Roosty. Now I want cheese. I like cheese.
Kapusta. You want cheese?
Yeah, I want cheese.
And we'll get this.
Did you get some water?
Water.
Without gas. Pivo. Sure. Yeah. Corona. No, which one's Polish? These all look Polish. Oh, Tiski. I remember Tiski. I remember Tiski. Poland actually brews a lot of beer. What's a good beer, Dad? I remember Tiski.
Tiski, you remember?
I remember Tiski.
Yeah, well, we can try Tiski today. We don't want anything too much, but one beer we split, probably warm up.
Yeah, yeah.
Or, you know.
Which one do you want?
Tiski, yeah.
Tiski. So this is see, this is $3.50. So this is less than $1.
This?
Yeah, yeah, Tiski.
Just for try. And we can get sausage to probably like we can warm up. I think now it's so cold that we have to keep warming up. I think we have to go around.
Did you grab water for tonight?
Huh?
Did you grab water for tonight? Okay, good.
Just one bottle. Yogurt maybe?
Oh yeah, you get the yogurt in the. Where's that kind that we like? What's the kind that you always get?
I like this kind.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try my energy drinks. This is this Las Vegas energy drink. Moto. I kind of want to try that one. Wow, 50 cents. These usually cost like $5.
It's a poison. They're poisoning people with the energy drinks.
I don't like my energy drinks. I don't drink soda except for energy drinks. But I'm not gonna have one tonight, so I can always pick it up tomorrow.
see.
Do you want any snacks?
You got a wine, you got a warm up here.
It's probably less than the.
You got a wine and a warm up.
I'm not gonna.
Like that wine over there?
Yeah, but you don't just take like I'm not gonna take a bottle of Frontera and then stick it on the stove and warm it up. It's not. That's not how it works.
They warm you up.
Let's see what is the cost. Usually I get Frontera
I don't know what
and
kind of wine you like it. I usually like a red wine. Martini.
10,62.